Hi everyone. Today we're going to do some work with the Notice and Note nonfiction signpost strategy for reading and annotating nonfiction texts. By now I hope you've taken a few minutes to become familiar with this strategy by watching these 4 short videos and by reviewing this handout. If you haven't done this yet, that's fine. Just go ahead and go back and do it when we're done with the activities for today. What I'm going to do now is model for you how to use these signposts to help make sense of what the author is saying in a nonfiction text. So if you remember from the introductory video, there's several different ways you can go about doing your annotations. If you want to do your annotations with Google Docs, you'll just go ahead and open the article as a Google Doc, and you can make your annotations using the Annotate feature. If you prefer and you can print out your text, go ahead and do that and make your annotations right on the text. Take a screenshot or a picture of that and upload that to your Google Classroom. The last way you can do your annotations is to annotate with Cami. So the directions for how to install the Cami link were in the resources section at the beginning of the class as well. And this is how we're going to do it today. I personally like using Cami the best because it makes it a little more fun to do. So the article we're going to read is titled, Report Shows Increase in the Use of Shared Electric Scooters. So let's just go ahead and get started. New York, New York. Electric scooters are everywhere. They zip along city streets, they whiz by on sidewalks. Their popularity can be frustrating to people and drivers who share the road. Well, I'm going to stop right there because I already see one of the signposts in this first sentence right here. Electric scooters are everywhere. To me, this seems like an example of extreme language. So I'm going to go ahead and annotate my text by making a note of that. Everywhere. Really? This sounds like extreme language to me. And now my next step in annotating using this strategy is to think about why the author would have chose to use that word everywhere. Why did the author choose to use this extreme language? Because in reality, electric scooters aren't really everywhere. So why did the author say that? I think the author said this or wrote this to show that this was an important issue. Okay, so one signpost down, let's go ahead and keep reading. Now, electric scooters have overtaken station-based bicycles. After cars and public transit, such as subways and buses, people are choosing electric scooters. They are the most popular form of shared transportation in the United States. The micromobility revolution. The National Association of City Transportation Officials just released a new report. It came out April 17th. The report says riders took 38.5 million trips on shared electric scooters in 2018. This tops the 36.5 million trips on shared docked bicycles. Meanwhile, in 2018, riders took 3 million trips on dockless pedal bikes. These bikes can be picked up and dropped off anywhere. Riders took 6.5 million trips on dockless electric bikes. So I'm going to stop right here again because I see another signpost. The author here is using statistics to make a point. So my next questions that I have to ask myself is, why did the author choose to use these 2 particular statistics? So I'm going to go back and read it again. Well, it says that 38.5 million trips were taken on electric scooters, but only 36.5 were taken on dock bikes, and 3 million trips were taken on dockless pedal bikes, but 6.5 million trips were taken on electric bikes. So I think that the author used these statistics to show the popularity of electric bikes and scooters. So I'm going to go ahead and make a note of that. That's to show the popularity of electric bikes and scooters. All right, 2 down, let's keep going. There's one big reason for electric scooters' fast growth. Companies are competing in the micromobility revolution. The micromobility revolution marks a change in how people travel from one place to another. More people like shared scooters and bikes for short trips. These trips might be too long to walk, but not so long that a car is needed. Many use scooters and bikes as an alternative to owning a car. These alternatives are easier to use if you own a smartphone, which many do. Riders took 84 million trips on electric scooters and bikes in 2018. This includes scooters and bikes. That number more than doubled from the year before, according to the report. Electric scooters helped that trend, with more than 85,000 for public use in the U.S. compared with 57,000 station-based bikes. So again, we see the use of statistics to make the point that people are using electric scooters and bikes more often. So the author includes this to show that people are using electric bikes and scooters more often. All right. Uber getting into the electric scooter business. To be sure, scooter companies face challenges from every direction. These include vandalism, rider injuries, and tight laws in U.S. cities. Yet scooters are still popular. Ride-hailing companies and traditional auto manufacturers have poured millions of dollars into the new business. Well, this is another side point. Here we have an example of contrasts and contradictions. So we see that even though there's problems with electric scooters, companies are facing problems, there's lawsuits and industries. Despite that, they're still popular. So here's the contradiction. There's problems, but they're still popular. And this word right here, yet, is one of those signal words that we're looking out for that shows that there's a contrast or a contradiction. So I'm going to make a note about what that contradiction is, even though there are problems with using the scooters, like injuries, they are still popular. Let's keep going. 3 down, 1 more to go. The original U.S. bike share systems developed after cities invented them, said Katie Fillier. She's a leader at the National Association for City Transportation Officials. In the last year and a half, it's a very different animal, she said. The companies are in some cases trying to meet each other through the market. Okay, so we have the signpost here of quotes. So the author decided to quote this woman, Kate Fillier. So here again, you need to ask yourself, why did the author choose to quote this particular individual? Well, I think they used a quote from her because she seems to be an expert on this, right? She's the leader at the National Association for City Transportation Officials, right? I think the author quoted this person because she is an expert in this field. Okay? So there you have it. The article goes on. There are a few more quotes in there. There's some more statistics, but I think that's sufficient for right now to get you just an introduction of those 4 signposts to look for as you're reading. So remember, you're looking for extreme language, you're looking for statistics, you're looking for contradictions, and you're looking for quotes. And when you find these things, take the time to ask yourself, well, why did the author do it? And make that connection. And then use this information to deepen your understanding of the text. That's all for now. I hope this video helps. Take care.